welcome to TEDxMonteCarlo.
Thank you very much.
How was it today for you? Is this your first TED or TEDx talk?
This was my second. I did one in London, but it was amazing. I think it was really, really well organized. The team was fantastic. All the other speakers were great. And it was really interesting. And I had my kids, my 4 boys here, and they were fascinated by everything. So, really good day.
I was listening to your talk, and one of the exceptional remarks you made was that the Earth is toast. It's a pretty dramatic statement. Do you think we're really, really doomed? Is there any hope? Do you see hope?
Well, of course there is hope, because we can figure out how to go to new Earths out there. So actually the whole message is that there are other Earths in the universe, in the galaxy, that we could go and live in. But this one, like every planet, at some point has an end, because the stars have an end. And you cannot survive as a planet if you don't have a star on a stable situation. So we're doomed, but it's in a really long time. Unless we destroy the planet now, like we're doing, and then we're doomed very shortly. So, but for that there is hope, but we need to take action right now.
We talked yesterday about the e-Formula One and how you see it going forwards for children, how you see it attracting the younger generation. Do you think that you'll make different types of cars to attract the younger generation?
We need to do that. We need to make the cars a lot more futuristic looking, and it's coming. We have some really cool designs that are coming up, almost like Batmobiles. And that will happen in a couple of years. We're just now in the process of designing everything, because you need to capture the imagination of the kids. They are the ones who need to buy electric cars in the future, and they are the ones who are going to live in this planet in the future. So they are really the concerned generation, and we need to really focus on them.
And how do you see that rolling out with maybe animation or movies or anything like that?
You could eventually mix some special effects and virtual reality and a lot of stuff with the actual real racing, and we're working on things like that. I mean, you don't know how fast technology is evolving. It's incredible, and we need to make maximum use of that. I mean, right now the fans, for example, can vote online for the favorite drivers, and the 3 top drivers get a boost during the race. There's real interaction, digital interaction with the fans, but we're going to continue in that direction.
Interesting. What about games, as in games interacting with?
Well, gaming is huge for the young generation also. And we have announced a deal now with Real Racing 3, the biggest mobile game. We want to really go mobile, because mobile is really the platform that the young generation uses to play games now, ahead of consoles and PCs. So we're going to focus on mobile, and we're doing a game where we call it an e-race in a couple of months in Vegas, and we're giving $1 million of prize to the gamers. And they're gamers all over the world racing now online. The top 10 gamers online will race our 20 drivers, real drivers, in Vegas.
Really?
With this big prize fund.
Exceptional. What's that called?
The e-race, the Vegas e-race.
Is there a web link or anything?
Oh yeah, it's everything. So if you go Vegas
Okay.
e-race, you see everything, and you can even race online. And then if you qualify, but they're really good, the people there, then you go to Vegas.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's really evolving.
Oh yeah, we're pushing a lot of that, yeah.
Okay. And what about, with the e-Formula, making it more accessible price-wise? Do you think it'll go more lateral so that more people will be racing?
Well,
Or will it always be
racing is
price?
difficult, because
Yeah.
the cars are really, really fast. So it's not really a question of money. You need to be a really good driver. So guys that come from Formula One, from endurance, but you need really high-level professional drivers. So it's not really accessible to race. It's accessible to watch and to get close to it, but not to race.
Yeah. And what about if somebody wanted they wanted a career in something to do with e-Formula or e-cars, e-auto?
So if they want a career, what they need to do is they need to be like 6-year-old or 7. Then they need to go karting a lot. And then if they're really good at karting, when they're 12 or 13, they need to start evolving to like single seaters, 14, 15 years old. To go to some of the junior formulas, then go to GP3, GP2, maybe Formula 1, maybe Formula E. That's a career. But you need to start really young. If you're 20, you shouldn't really try.
And may I ask, with respect to the e-Formula, where do you see it going next in the more recent future?
I think we want to do 2 things: to have more technology evolution in the electric cars, so to be the platform for technology evolution, and also to go to more cities around the world. And we're expanding. This year we added New York, Montreal, Hong Kong, Marrakesh, but we want to go to more. So that's the direction we're going.
What about Monaco?
We race in Monaco.
I know, but it was just around the port area.
Yeah,
Do you think it'll expand around?
We
Port
may,
Royal?
we may. For the moment, we do it around the port area, which is a good, nice little track. We may do the full track, not this year, but maybe in 2 years.
Now, one of the things that intrigued me with your talk was that you spoke about the author that fascinated you when you were growing up, and
Yes.
it was
Isaac Asimov.
yes. Is there an equivalent today?
Not really, no.
No.
No, I mean, Isaac Asimov, still his books are very read today, but he was very unique because he was a scientist and a science fiction author, and he's written these books that really foresee the future. So it's science fiction that may well become reality. I hope it becomes reality. So I think Isaac Asimov was very unique. He's like Tolkien, you know, that you don't get two of those.
No. Once in a century, maybe.
Exactly.
And then with respect to the Einsteins in our time or in the previous times, do you think that there are people who have the gift, the intelligence, the ability to break the sound barrier or the light barrier that you were talking about?
Well, I hope so. I mean, they may not be born yet. I think they're not.
But it's possible.
It may come in many generations, in thousands of years, in millions of years maybe. But I think we need to do it. We need to really give it a big, big try, because if we don't, we're basically, you know, destined to just live here, maybe comfortably for a long time, hopefully, but then eventually we're not going anywhere. So we need, for me, the future of the human species really means colonizing the whole galaxy.
And is there any one space exploration that you would align with at the moment that you think is doing it right, that they'll actually make it happen?
Well, of course, space exploration is very important, and the space exploration going on now is very important. And obviously, putting humans in Mars is going to be a big step. But I don't see Mars as a real option to kind of like replace the Earth. It may be a temporary base. It may be somewhere we can like have some bases underground or something. But it's not another Earth. So it's very important to keep the exploration, because that exploration will maybe allow the next breakthroughs to come, and then we will find a way to break the speed of light. But yeah, it's basically a starting point.
But is there anyone that you think is already doing a better job than anyone else? Well, there's SpaceX, you've got Virgin, you have Tesla, you have all these different people and companies exploring.
Well, SpaceX is doing a really good job, and they've taken a big part of the market, and they're doing it at a really good price. So they're obviously doing a good job. Branson and Virgin it's a different concept. It's like the passenger travel to space. And I think they had some setbacks, but I think they're back on the right track and pushing. No, I mean, they're all, you know, also Amazon is with Blue Origin is working on it. I mean, they're all on the right path, but it's a very complicated thing.
So is there anything that you haven't done yet that you might be doing in the near future that you would share?
No, not really. I haven't thought of that. No, I don't plan to travel to space or anything like that. I'm just a race organizer. Just.
Okay. Anything else you want to share with respect to up-and-coming students, people who are wondering, what am I going to do next in my life?
I mean, it was really good to see so many young people here in this talk. And no, just to, you know, just go ahead and do whatever you want to do. I mean, that's what they should do. And I think, you know, it's quite, actually, seeing so many young volunteers that were doing this instead of, you know, I don't know, wasting their time somewhere in a weekend, I think that was really encouraging. So just to tell them to keep going.